Imagine that you walk into a quiet library and notice one interesting book on a display table. The cover shows a mysterious costume and a bookmark is sticking out near the middle. You pick up the book because you want to discover what happened in the story. Before we read it, let's learn how to describe the book itself and explain every action naturally in English. A book is a group of printed or written pages held together inside a cover. This one is a library book, which means it belongs to a library and can usually be borrowed for a limited period. Depending on the version, it may be a hardcover book or a paperback. A hardcover book has a firm, rigid cover. A paperback has a flexible paper or card cover. The book is rectangular. It has a front cover, a back cover, a spine, pages, and edges. The spine is the narrow part that joins the front and back covers. When the book stands upright on a shelf, the title and author's name are often printed on the spine. The top, bottom, and outer side of the pages form the page edges. The cover may feel smooth, glossy, rough, or slightly textured. It may be firm and cool, while the pages feel thin, dry, and flexible. You can say the cover is made of thick card because that identifies the material. You can say the cover feels smooth because that describes the sensation. You can also say the book feels heavier than it looks if the weight surprises you. A basic description is this is a book. A clearer description is this is a hardcover library book. A more detailed description is, this is a medium-sized hardcover library book with a dark illustrated cover, a firm spine, and a paper bookmark between the pages. Now look at the visible parts. The front cover usually includes the title, the author's name, and an illustration or photograph. The back cover may include a short summary, review quotes, or publishing information. Inside the front cover, you may see a library label, barcode, stamp, or due date information. Some books have a dust jacket, which is a removable paper cover wrapped around the hard cover. To pick up the book, place one hand under the bottom and the other along the side or spine. Support the base if the book is heavy. Pick up means take the object into your hands. Lift focuses on the upward movement. You pick up the book from the table, and as you do so, you lift it. Hold the book upright if you want to read the spine. Upright means in a vertical position. Tilt it slightly if the light reflects off the glossy cover. Tilt means move one side higher or lower without completely turning the object over. To open the book, hold the back cover steady with one hand and lift the front cover with the other. You can say open the book because the covers move apart and reveal the pages. Do not say turn on the book unless you are talking about an electronic reading device. A printed book opens. It does not turn on. Once the book is open, you may flip through the pages. Flip through means move through several pages quickly, usually without reading every word. Leaf through has a similar meaning and sounds slightly more literary, but it is still natural. Skim means read quickly to understand the general idea. Scan means look quickly for a specific detail, such as a name, date, clue, or chapter title. These actions are different. I flip through the book describes the page movement. I skim the chapter describes quick reading for the main idea. I scan the page for the word costume means I search for one specific item. To turn one page, place your fingertips near the upper or lower outer corner. Lift the corner gently, pull it across, and lay the page flat. Turn the page is the normal expression. Flip the page may suggest a faster motion. Do not pull hard because a page can tear. If two pages stick together, separate them carefully with your fingertips. You may hear a soft rustling sound as the pages move. Rustle is the light, dry sound made by paper, leaves, or fabric. When you close a thick book, you may hear a quiet thump. If the cover clicks against a protective plastic layer, you may hear a small tap. Now find the title page. It normally appears near the beginning and gives the title and author. A table of contents lists the chapters and their page numbers. A chapter is one main section of a longer book. You can use the table of contents to locate a chapter instead of flipping through the entire book. Suppose you are reading a mystery. You need to keep track of clues. A clue is a specific piece of information that helps solve the mystery. Evidence is the information that supports a conclusion. Evidence is usually uncountable, so say, this evidence shows that the character was involved. When there are several separate items, you can say, these clues point to the same person. You find a chapter about a hidden costume. Place a bookmark between the pages so you can return later. A bookmark marks your place. Slide it gently between the pages, leaving the top visible. Do not push it so deeply that you cannot find it. Do not fold the corner of the page unless the book belongs to you and you are comfortable damaging it. Folding a corner is called dog-earing a page, and libraries usually discourage it. Now let's use reading action verbs in a realistic sequence. First, I take the book off the shelf. Then I check the title and author on the cover. After that, I open it to the table of contents. I scan the chapter titles and locate the section I need. I turn to the correct page, skim the first paragraph, and read the important part carefully. Finally, I place a bookmark inside and close the book. Take off and take from can both work, but with a shelf, take the book off the shelf is especially natural because the book moves away from a surface or position. You can also say remove the book from the shelf, which is more formal. Put it back means return it to its original place. Reshelve the book means place it back on the correct shelf, but that word is more common in library work. When you borrow a library book, you check it out. Check out is a phrasal verb. It means officially borrow the item through the library system. When you bring it back, you return it. You may place it in a return slot, hand it to a librarian, or use a self-service machine. To slide a book into a return slot, hold it flat, line it up with the opening, and push it forward gently. Slide emphasizes smooth movement along a surface or through an opening. Do not force the book if the slot is blocked. Pull it back, check the opening, and try again. Book care is important. Keep the book dry. Do not place food or drinks on it. Do not bend the spine backward because that can weaken the binding. The binding is the structure that holds the pages together. Do not write in a library book unless you have permission. Keep the pages away from sharp objects, sticky hands, and wet surfaces. When you finish, close the book gently. Hold both covers together and make sure the bookmark remains in place. Carry the book against your body or support it from underneath. On the shelf, line up the spine with the other books. Do not push it in at an angle because the cover may bend. Here is a complete real-life description. I am holding a medium-sized hardcover library book. The cover feels smooth and firm, and the spine has the title printed in gold letters. I support the bottom with one hand and open the front cover with the other. I flip through a few pages, then use the table of contents to find the chapter about the mysterious costume. I scan the page for clues, read the key paragraph carefully, and slide a bookmark between the pages. After I finish, I close the book gently, carry it to the shelf, and put it back with the spine facing outward. Here is a listening challenge. I remove an object from a shelf, look at the narrow side to read the title, separate the covers, move quickly through several pages, search for one specific word, and place a thin strip of paper between the pages. What did I do? I took a book off the shelf, read the spine, opened it, flipped through it, scanned for a word, and inserted a bookmark. The next time you use a book, notice how much precise English is available. You can support the base, read the spine, open the cover, turn a page, flip through a chapter, skim for the main idea, scan for a clue, mark your place, close the book, check it out, return it, and put it back on the shelf. These actions help you describe reading as a real physical process, not just say, I read a book.